You've landed an interview for your next big career move, a goal that you've been working towards for a long time. You have all the experience required and you know you'd be a great fit, but there's one problem. Your interview nerves are setting in. Believe me when I say you are not alone. If not dealt with effectively, interviewing nerves can leave you lacking confidence and feeling anxious. They take up so much time and energy that would be spent better researching and preparing for the interview itself. Like most common fears, interview nerves are generally irrational and at best misplaced concerns. So here are some tips you should follow to make those nerves disappear. First one, it's not all about you. As the interviewee, the focus is on you and it's absolutely your chance to shine. But remember, the interview panel is under pressure too. Pressure of interviewing well, pressure to recruit well. The company is investing a lot of money and resource recruiting for this position. If they recruit the wrong candidate, it doesn't reflect well on them. Every candidate is in the same position as you, so let that ease the pressure you're putting on your shoulders. Have compassion for the interview panel and trust them to bring out the best in you. Never underestimate the skill and concentration required to get the best out of an interviewee. The second point, know yourself, your motives and your strengths. Take the time to understand what you offer. What skills, experience and knowledge do you have that are huge assets to this role? Understand clearly what your motivation for the role is and why you're the best candidate. What strengths do you have that would complement this company and role well? Once you are clear on what you have to offer, you can walk into the interview confidently. The third point, trust yourself. If you have researched the company and the industry, know what skills and experience that you have to match the job requirements, you're driven and motivated, you can recount your key career successes, you know what points you want to get across and what ideas you can bring to the role, then you're good to go. You're well prepared. You know you can do this role well. Now it's the time to relax and trust yourself. Point number 4, reframe the situation. In your mind, the interview is a situation that you're not going to be comfortable with. So it's no wonder that you're nervous. Time to take a step back and think about when you excel. What type of situations do you do well in? Do you enjoy group discussions? Then see the interview as one big group discussion. If being centre stage is your thing, be the main act. Point number 5, understand it's not a pass or fail situation. Whilst the aim of the interview is always ultimately to get the job offer, it's not a pass or fail situation. Recruitment processes are subjective. You don't know who you are up against, what personal expectations beyond the criteria of the role the interviewers have, and it might even differ from the interviewer to interviewer, and you don't know what situations they're facing that could affect their decision. With these factors being out of your control, just do your best. Show them why you will be great in the role and let the rest go. Hopefully you will get the offer, but if you don't, you never know where that interview might take you. They could offer you a different role, or it could end up being the great preparation for another interview in a better role. Point number 6, have contingency plans. If you do forget to mention some points you think are key as the interview progresses, don't worry about it. Have a contingency plan. How will you get that information in? If you realise 3 questions in that you forgot a vital point in your answer to question 1, wait for the right opportunity and say, would it be possible for me to add to my answer to the first question? There is a key point I didn't get across. Would you mind if I talk through that with you now? If you have a couple of points you want to bring up that didn't fit into any of the questions, use them in your questions at the end. For example, I find XXX fascinating and the effect it may have on the industry could be a game changer. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this matter. Point number 7, comparison. Finally, don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself by comparing yourself to other candidates, whether you know them or not. Keep your focus on you, what you have to offer, why you are a great investment, and how much value you will bring to them. When you find interview nerves taking over, make a conscious effort to steer your mind back to reality. You'll be having a conversation about yourself, your expert topic, why you can do this job well, your professional attributes, and your thoughts on the role, the company, and the industry. You have a lot of great insights to share with the interview panel, and they're keen to hear them. You wouldn't be sitting in front of them otherwise. Breathe, trust yourself, and show them what you've got. I hope you got some value out of this career tip. Remember, I do love to read your comments and questions, so feel free to write something below. And if you'd like to see a video about a particular topic, then please comment below. And if it's a great question, then I'll do a special video on it, and you may even get a mention. Finally, remember to check out the other tools and tips on the community page. Until next time on Career Conversations, stay awesome.